Hello everybody, Jason here with Sin City Living, bringing you today's video. And today we're going to be going over just some general craps no-nos, some etiquette things, and some just general things you shouldn't do at the craps table. As you guys have noticed lately, no intro. I will bring it back eventually, but I'm just kind of spreading out what I want to talk about throughout the channel. The big thing that I am leading off with, finally found an online casino for you guys. It's called BetUS. They've been around for a long time. Take regular money plus Bitcoin. They cover entire United States and Canada. They're legit. They are. I did a lot of research into them. In general, their reviews are good. Of course, there's the occasional bad review, but in general, their reviews are good. And like I said, they're legit. They pay out. Bitcoin payouts, by the way, are supposed to be lightning fast. The biggest thing for you guys, and the reason I really never talked about any other online casinos, is they have something that's not too often found, and that's craps. They actually have craps. They have craps. They have roulette, all the table games. They have an awesome sports book, as all the odds are all right in line with Vegas odds makers. So it's a really good sports book. They also have the live dealer games, which is fantastic. I love those online casinos for the live dealer games. So I'm not working with them or anything like that, but I do have some links down below to some of their specials, sign-up specials and stuff. So if you guys are interested, it's a great way to get some low-limit stuff that you could practice your strategies on, play around with your strategies, or just in general have fun. Online casinos are fun because you get really low limit and you can just do whatever. Plus, maybe you don't live anywhere that has a casino. So yeah, check it out if you guys are interested. Some of the craps no-nos, string bets, stringing along the bets. We've talked about that many times. No string bets. String bets are very bad. Very, very bad. Also, late bets. No-nos, which both of those, by the way, are not just irritating to the dealers. With the late bets, at a certain point, we'll just start saying no bet. But they are also an etiquette thing to the players. String bets, you're stopping the game. You're taking 4 times as long to make your bets as anybody else that are making the same bets. Don't do it. Late bets means that you're throwing chips in while the dice are already out. Or your hand is out there, like the people that like to dart their field bet, that literally wait. They hold the chips in their hand and wait till the shooter grabs the dice, and then they throw their field bet in. Like that's some kind of, I don't know, that increases their chances, or maybe it's they think it looks cool. I don't know, but definitely an etiquette thing. Don't get your hands or chips flying in the air while the shooter's got the dice. Which again, hands in the table. Also, field bets, odds, stuff like that. Throwing in, you want to press a number or something. Don't put your hands on the table once the dice are out of the center. Not everybody plays around with the dice like an idiot. Some people just pick it up and launch it right away. I've seen people who got hit with the dice because they didn't realize that the shooter was just going to pick it up and throw it. They were probably expecting some big long ritual and set the dice and all this crap. They just pick up and launch it. A lot of people do that. This one might be semi-controversial, but buying in mid-roll. Buying in mid-roll is okay if you are going to play. If you buy a mid-roll and then make a bet. But if you buy a mid-roll, pick up your chips, put them on the rail, and don't make a bet, that's a D-bag move. It really is. If you're not going to make a bet, you're not going to play, then just wait. Wait until the shooter is done shooting. That is very much an etiquette thing. Cheering other players' losses. By the way, with that buying in mid-roll, people absolutely have every right to buy in mid-roll if they're going to make a bet. I know some people don't like that, think it's an etiquette thing. No, people have absolutely every right to play the game. Otherwise, it wouldn't be allowed. Just like, no mid-shoe entry in some blackjack games, stuff like that. It's allowed because they have every right. But if you're not going to make a bet, don't buy in. Cheering other players' losses. If you're a pass line player, don't hoot, holler, and yell directly at the don't player. Just, again, a D-bag move. If you're playing roulette and you play black, are you looking at the player that played red and go, ha, take that? No. So what's the difference? People that play the don't pass, they're not betting with the house. That is literally one of the stupidest things I've ever heard in my life. They're just playing how they think the dice are going to go. There's 2 sides to play this game for a reason. Just like playing black or red on roulette. Or, if you're playing Bach and you're playing banker and the player wins, the players aren't looking at everyone playing banker and going, ha, you played against me, take that, glad you lost, sucker. No, they're not. It's just silly. So if you're a pass line player, you don't yell and make fun of the don't pass players. And if you're a don't pass player, definitely don't cheer their losses. Either way, if you got someone playing the other side, keep it to yourself, or or cheer and have fun. But it's obvious when people are targeting someone that was playing the other side of the bet. Cheer and have fun, but don't sit there trying to make fun of other players or celebrate their losses. Big productions and drama, and that mostly is with the shooters. I'll see the shooters that have these super long, one of my favorites are the people that they get the dice and they lean over the table like this, like they need to get right on there. And look how cool I am, and look how serious I am, and how much I know about dice, and I'm like right in there and intense, and you look like a fool. Setting the dice, sure, no big deal. Some people just like to throw them off certain things, the flying V, whatever, set them on the sixes, whatever, set the dice, cool, set them. I see players that will go, set the dice, and then every other player at the table is like, Jesus God, just throw the frickin' dice, you clown. I actually had a player not too long ago that something like this. He was already playing. He was a big player too. Bought him pretty large amount of money, and someone came up to the table, bought in something minor. They were doing all this kind of stuff, and the guy looks at him, looks at us, and goes, "You guys didn't tell me there was a comedy show going on tonight, and that these big dramatic productions. Yes, do your thing. You want to set the dice? Cool, set the dice. Don't slow the game down though. Come on, man, set the dice. Get something reasonable, however you want to do it, and then go and give them a toss. Don't go through these big long productions." And then, come on, dude. And in fact, at a certain point, the dealers of the box are actually going to start a countdown in their head. And if they notice that the player is taking, say, 15 to 20 seconds after their hand touches the dice before they throw it every single time, they're going to tell them you got to speed it up. And yes, we've taken the dice away from players for that. It's pretty rare. It really is. It's pretty rare. But it has happened. Same thing actually can happen with the bets, though. Some players like to do look-at-me bets. They yell at the top of their lungs, and they string their bets long because they want the attention of the entire table on them while they're making their bets. Don't do that. There's no need for that. For any of you guys that have Discord, check down below. I just created a Discord channel for us. We really want to set up a community. So, by all means, join. The link is down below. Don't need an invite or anything. That link will do it. Some basic rules. Don't ever talk about where we work, for those of you guys that know. No arguments, name calling, insults, stuff like that. Friendly debate on strategies, absolutely. That's the fun part. No politics. Otherwise, just have fun, guys. I'm going to set some moderators once I have some more members on there. If you're interested, email me. We can talk about it. Yeah, by all means, guys, sign up. So the last one is definitely an etiquette thing. Don't color up mid-roll, especially partial color-ups. If you've got a bunch of red and you want a black, wait to the end of the roll. Or trust the dealers to eventually start swapping out the colors. One of the things that absolutely drives dealers and other players nuts, people that color up and then check change. Like, the dealers have a good idea of how, based on how you play, how much you need of red, green, whatever, for a reasonable amount of time. Those players that color up all their red to green constantly, oh, let me get a green, let me get a green, let me get a green. Then as soon as they have a bet that loses, oh, I need change. Of course you need change, because you kept coloring up for no reason. Color ups, mid-roll, partial color ups, mid-roll, definitely an etiquette thing. You're stopping the game, you're slowing the game down for the shooter. And some people consider it bad luck. Obviously, we don't subscribe to most of the superstitious stuff, but some people do consider it bad luck. It is definitely an etiquette thing. Don't do that, guys. So this is by no means a comprehensive list, and we'll probably have other videos on this. Email us if you guys have any other things or any other etiquette things that you'd like us to include. And otherwise, I hope you guys find this interesting, illuminating, enlightening, or at least just plain fun. We'll catch you guys next time. Bye now. Thank you, everybody, for watching today's video. And as promised, a little bit more detail on things that we are working on. So again, we want to continue trying to expand the channel. We're really hoping to be able to add roulette as soon as possible, and then some video keno, video slots, stuff along those lines. Unfortunately, it ate up almost all of our cash, paying off all of our bills during the month of January while we were down. And now that the holidays have ended, YouTube's payouts have dropped significantly. So we're kind of treading water here as far as all that goes. Do have a lot of things we want to add, though. Not just those things, those additional games, and hopefully some carnival games and such like that, but the live streams. The biggest problem right now with the live streams is with 3 jobs combined between the 2 of us, 4 if I include the 20 to 30 hours a week I'm putting into the YouTube channel. It's very, very difficult for me to have a day and time that I can commit to doing the live stream every single week, because we also have our very young child to take care of. But I'm trying to figure that out. I'm thinking it's probably going to end up being on Monday nights or Tuesday afternoons, or possibly both. I intend to do at least one live stream exclusively for our patrons, and then another one on the YouTube channel. So possibly both days. We also have a few other things that we really want to attempt to move forward on. I'm just running into either time or skill set issues. I do want to eventually have a website going for us. I did used to program websites over a decade ago. A lot of things have changed, and I just don't have that time. And not a whole lot of knowledge on the current state of building websites, hosting what sites can host, and how to build up the e-commerce stuff. So if anybody has any skill sets along those lines and would like to answer some questions or just help us out, shoot us an email, sincitylivingLV@gmail.com. Also, I really hope to be able to start adding some exclusive stuff from Sin City Living, logoed shirts, hats. I'm looking to get custom dice made, even custom layouts made, although those would be pretty expensive. But I know zero about e-commerce and drop shipping and anything along those lines. So if you have any skill or knowledge in that area, please email me. I would love to ask you some questions and see if you can answer a few to help me figure out how to get that going. Same thing with designing our logos. I had some logos designed, very, very small logos, unfortunately, not big enough to blow up to put on T-shirts and stuff like that. And again, I know I know nothing about logo design, graphic design, any kind of websites that could do it. I literally know nothing. So if you have any skill or knowledge in that area, also please email me, and you're willing to answer some questions, please email me and let me know. I'll admit I don't even know where to start as far as asking some questions, but I'm sure I'll ask a few, and that'll trigger a few more, so on and so forth. So yeah, there's that, and of course we do hope to continue to improve our AV setup, but I am an AV moron, so also right there, if you have any skill sets or knowledge in that area, please email me, and are willing to answer some questions. Please email me and let me know. We would love to help. Otherwise, again, thank you everybody for watching, and we're very excited to continue bringing you our videos. Bye now.